Hey, what's up guys? It's Online Money 24/7 and today we're going to be talking about how much should you pay influencers. And this is for Shopify Dropshipping, how much you're going to be paying those Instagram influencers for your promotions for your Shopify Dropshipping products. So let's go ahead and get into it. So engagement rates. This is the first thing you're going to want to look at when you're trying to find a page to determine how much to actually pay them, taking a look at their follower count and all that kind of stuff. So before you even think about paying them, first you need to verify the engagement rates, because if they don't have a solid engagement rate, they're not even a page worth promoting on. So in the example today, I'm going to be using Max Tuning. He's a fitness influencer, and so as you can see, the bottom middle is a physique picture. That one got like a ton of comments, I think around like 1,000. The other, he averages maybe around like 100 to 200 comments, which is still pretty solid for a page with only 230,000 followers. Now, you're going to want to find pages with legitimate comments and likes. So that's why I said that, just mentioned that a second ago, that, you know, he had 1,000 comments on a physique picture for a personal brand page. That's really solid engagement rate right there. And even on his other pictures that, you know, don't get as much attention, they still get plenty of likes. They still get a few hundred comments generally. Some are around 100, but that's pretty solid. And this is in ratio to the follower count. Obviously, if he had like 1 million followers, he should be getting probably double that, or maybe even a little more than that, you know, depending on the post. Obviously, a lot of it depends on the post, but still it should be within a reasonable ratio to the follower count that they have. And then also, you're going to be researching to find these pages in your niche from hashtags. Now, I have a whole bunch of other videos on this channel going over how to actually find influencer pages through hashtags and stuff like that. Those should pop up and suggested, but just search for those on my channel. I have a lot in the Shopify playlist on actual like finding influencer pages to promote on. But let's go ahead and get into the actual pricing that I recommend. So for how much to pay for a niche page. Now, a niche page is a page that isn't specifically focused around a personal brand. Like I said before in the last slide here, this is a personal brand here. The Max Tuning, it's a person attached to that page. If you're going to be paying for a niche page, one that isn't really attached to a specific person, or if you had a brand such as like my own YouTube channel, right, Online Money 24/7, that's more of a brand page. Like in the last slide here, this is a brand page focused around something very, you know, specific, not necessarily just a broad niche page. If you're talking about a broad niche page, that is what this is, which is Buck's Bass Fishing. You know, there isn't really, you don't see a specific person called Buck on the page, or something someone is very interested, like, oh, I know that exact person attached to this page. I know this influencer attached to this. So like, I know it's kind of confusing, but a niche page is more so just about the niche. Like, oh, this is just a fan page about fishing. And that's kind of what this page is. So because you're going to be paying a lot less for these kind of pages, because they aren't as valuable as a personal brand page or one that has a really strong following around a specific like brand representing it. I hope that makes sense for you guys. If you have any questions about that, just leave a comment. But this is how much you're going to be paying for a specific niche page that is more just like a fan page about the niche. I hope you see the difference between the two types of pages. But the niche page, you're going to, for under 50,000 followers, around $10. It's not, you know, you want to be paying not a ton of money for these kind of pages because the followings aren't super valuable. And then next, 50,000 to 150,000 followers, about $10 to $25. Moving up the ranks, 150,000 followers to 300,000 followers, about $25 to $40. Then 300,000 followers to 500,000 followers, $40 to $60. And then over 500,000 followers is, you want to start out with the bottom. You want to start from 50,000 and work your way up, because if you start with a 500,000 follower page or a 1 million follower page, it might not work. Like the product that you're trying to sell with that niche, start out small and build it up over time and try out different pages, because if you start too big in the beginning, it might not actually work properly, and then you just wasted like $100 or however much the page is charging you, maybe $60. I mean, you don't want to waste like that much money just to try something out and have it not work. You want to first prove that it works with a small page. If you can just get one sale off of a $10 promotion and make like $10, that's still net positive, because you just made money and proved that you could actually get 1 or 2 sales off of that. Maybe you get more. You know, you might find a cool page that you pay little and get a lot of results from, but at the same time, you just don't want to waste too much money in the big follower counts in the beginning. You want to start small and work your way up. So next, talking about the personal brand pages or a specific brand page, such as Online Money 24/7, like this YouTube channel is a brand page, or someone who has actual personality attached to it. Like I said before with the fitness influencer, Max Tuning, this is his like vlog type. He has a vlog on YouTube, so that's more of like a personal page where he shares more about his actual lifestyle and stuff like that. As you could see, he's eating burritos, he's working out, like there's a lot of different stuff, mostly focused just around him as a person. So both of these type of things, such as my YouTube channel or his personal page, is a brand page. So these are much more valuable to advertise on, because the followers are a lot more like active, because they actually care about the brand. Whereas the others are more just like a fan niche page. Like they're fans about the niche, but they're not really, there's no like specific brand attached to it. I hope that makes sense, but it's really important that you understand that, because there's a big difference between the pricing. So as you can see with under 50,000 followers, about $50. Next, for a 50,000 to 150,000 followers, about $50 to $100. And then moving up into where this page, the Max Tuning page, actually ranks into is 150 to 300,000 followers, about $100 to $200. And then 300,000 followers to $500,000, about $200 to $500. And over 500,000 followers, you're probably going to be paying within like the $1,000 range per post or per like promotion. But that's because these followers are super active on these brand pages, because they actually care about the content that they're posting a lot more than just like a fan page / niche page would. They're a lot more valuable types of followers, where they're more likely to buy a product that they promote, because people care about the brand. It's the same thing. Maybe if you want to think about Coke or Pepsi, if Coke and Pepsi started putting out, they sell fountain drinks, but if they had some sort of promotion going on about something else, a lot of people would be into it because they like Coke and Pepsi as brands. So that's something to understand. And now all these prices might be in flux, they might change. It just depends on the page. So that's what I was going to talk about. Oh, also, you can pay them in affiliate sales and give them a special discount code. That's something that I see a lot of brands do with this Max Tuning page. Lots of watch companies advertise, because he is like a fashion-y type guy as well. So a lot of watch company, well, it's mostly specifically one watch company, they advertise on his page, and they have him use a discount code, and then that's how they can track his affiliate sales. So they can track what sales come in from his page and then pay him accordingly to that. So that's another option that you could do if you're a little bit bigger of a brand, and as you expand, you might be able to do that for your Shopify company. You could work around some sort of deals with influencers in that regard as well. But ultimately, with the promotions, this is another example here, Mala Trevejo. I've used her a lot, but she does the brighter white stuff. I'm sure they probably pay like at least $1,000 for each of these posts, because she has 5 million followers and gets quite a bit of engagement for that follower count. So, also when you're doing these promotions, you're going to want to try to get story post. So that's on the Instagram stories. You're also going to want to get an actual post like you're seeing here, and a link in bio. If you can get all three of those for the price, for the prices I listed in this video, that would be really great. That's what I recommend. If you can only get a post, like I think she only does the post, that's fine if it's a big enough page. But like if it's a smaller page, you want to get all three, because that's going to give you the best chance to actually convert with people. And it's not that hard for an influencer to do that. They just put up the story, the link in bio, and the post. Like, it's not that hard for them to do that, and it's going to give you a lot better chance to actually convert and get sales from these promotions. Next, like I said before, these are estimates and will vary, so negotiate with the influencer, try and figure out a good deal, but these are estimates that you might want to use as benchmarks to about where you want to charge or have them charge you, like about what you want to pay for it, but it might change depending on the page. Like if they have like results that they could show you from other pages, that could also maybe help them adjust accordingly with the pricing. But it's going to change per every influencer. But these are just ranges that you're going to want to generally pay. And then you could also watch my other videos on Instagram influencers, how to find them. All that kind of stuff is on this channel. But guys, if you have not started your actual Shopify store yet, I do have a 14-day free trial linked down in the description box below if you want to get signed up, and you can go ahead and do that to support the channel. Hit that subscribe button. You have not subscribed yet. What the heck are you doing? Hit that notification bell so you get notified for future videos, uploads, and all that good stuff. Leave a like. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments, concerns. But anyway, guys, that's all for today's video. So I will see you in the next one. Peace out.